All right, thank you for joining. In this video, we're going to talk about your Medicare option. First, keeping original Medicare and picking up a Medicare Supplement plan, or the latter, a Medicare Advantage plan, or known as a Part C plan as well. Now, if you're new to Medicare or you've been on Medicare for a while and you're considering or you're currently working and have employer coverage and choosing and planning on going on to Medicare, you're deciding what option is available for you, this is the video for you. So you should have received a official US government Medicare handbook called Medicare New 2024. I have the most updated version here. You can follow along with me. Pull out that guidebook here, handbook, and we'll go to page 10. Page 10, we'll talk about your page 10? Yeah, page 10. Your Medicare option. The first is if you chose to keep original Medicare. Original Medicare is the government who administers your Medicare benefit, Part A for hospital, Part B for medical. Medicare does not cover for dental, vision, hearing, or prescription drug coverage. If you wanted those, you have to pick up a separate plan. Keep in mind, for most people, your Medicare monthly cost is $174.70. That can be paid for through the state if you can qualify for Medicaid due to living on a fixed income and have limited resources. Some people pay more due to a higher income level. Your current premium with Medicare is always based on your income reported 2 years ago. So in 2024, your premium is based on your income in 2022. As I mentioned, original Medicare only covers for A for hospital, B for medical. Medicare typically only covers 80% of the cost. Medicare also does not have a max out-of-pocket, which most of you might be familiar with when you have a employer group health plan. Most plans will have a max out-of-pocket or a stop loss in a single calendar year. If you've met that max out-of-pocket, anything beyond that is covered by the insurance company. And Medicare does not have that. And as I mentioned before, Medicare only covers 80% of the cost. What happens now is you have the option to pick up a secondary plan known as a Medicare Supplement plan or a Medigap plan. The name is interchangeable. They both refer to the same thing. Medigap plan or Medicare Supplement plan will pick up the 20% that Medicare does not cover, as long as it is a Medicare covered services. Again, hospital and medical. This does not include drug, dental, vision, or hearing. Medicare Supplement plan will have a separate premium in addition to your Medicare premium of $174.70. Most people at the age of 65, you're looking at about $140 per month in premium, or even more, depending on the states that you live in and dependent on the type of letter of plan that you choose to go with. Keep in mind that Medicare Supplement are standardized. No matter what insurance company you choose to work with, whether that's United Healthcare, Humana, Mutual of Omaha, Aetna, Plan F, Plan G, Plan N, is the same with a different insurance company. They're all the same thing. The only difference is the premium and the rate at which your premium increase. And some insurance company can provide additional benefits like gym membership, discount for dental, vision, and hearing coverage. Keep in mind that your Medicare Supplement premium can go up as you age due to inflation or due to your age. They have different reasons for increase. There's different ways that they can increase your premium. That could be community rated, issue age rated, and attain age rated. I'll make a separate video to dive a little bit more into Medicare Supplement, but for this video, we're gonna keep things simple. So now you have your original Medicare, pays 80% of your costs, and then now you have a Medicare Supplement plan, which picks up the 20% of the cost, and now you have to pick up a separate prescription drug plan known as a standalone Part D plan, D for drugs. These type of plan is offered by many different insurance company. The best way to make a decision in choosing the right plan is to make a comparison of your prescription drugs on Medicare.gov, and spit out all the different drug plan that is available in your county based on your zip code, and it'll let you know which is the best plan for you to get on. And that can change on a year-to-year basis. Now, if you want if you want dental, vision, hearing policy, you have to pick up a separate plan as well. When it comes to original Medicare, it is ideal if you travel a lot, you have poor health, family genealogy that you're predisposed to. You have a peace of mind because everything is essentially 100% coverage. The only thing that you have to worry about is just making your monthly payment. If you don't make it on time, you have a grace period, and if you don't make it within that grace period, your policy can lapse. Keep that in mind. This is the best possible coverage that you can obtain. $174.70, and another separate premium for your Medicare Supplement, and then another separate premium for your prescription drug plan. You have no network, you have no referrals at all. If you're retired and you want to travel around the United States in your RV and you don't want to worry about, co-pays or networks or where the insurance company dictate where you can and cannot go, going with the original Medicare route and picking up a Medicare Supplement plan is the ideal route for you. So that's the very first option, okay? Your second option is a Medicare Advantage plan, or known as a Part C plan. The name is interchangeable, both refer to the same thing. Here, you are running your Medicare through a private health insurance company. Medicare Advantage plan is like an extension of an employer plan. Think of it like an employer plan, but usually it's far better because these type of plan are funded through Medicare tax dollars. Most employer plan, you have a deductibles and co-pays and max out of pocket. Medicare Advantage plan or Part C plan, exactly the same way. Functions exactly the same way as well. You have a network, just like an employer plan. HMO, PPO, you're probably familiar with that. Medicare Advantage plan, have those networks as well. Your Medicare Advantage plan that is administered through a private health insurance company, they administer your Part A for hospital, Part B for medical, and D for drugs. Now, I kind of made this up. Everything combined. Part C stands for combination. You're combining everything together, and in most cases, it can include some additional benefits like dental, vision, hearing without you having to pay a separate premium. Your drug coverage is included as well. Sometimes, depending on your health, you can qualify for it based on being diabetic or having a heart health condition. The insurance company can provide you with grocery benefit as well. Some plan also provides you for transportation coverage. Some also have holistic coverage or naturopathic coverage for things like acupuncture, and it can cover things like over-the-counter items as well. The one downside about Medicare Advantage plan is that you do have a network. Most people are familiar with the term HMO or PPO. HMO just means that you have a network. If you go out of your network, you're not covered, and you will only be covered for urgent and emergency care nationwide. A PPO plan, you can go in and out of network. However, I always recommend against going out of network because your cost is a lot more when you go out of network. And sometimes there's this not negative connotation about HMO plan, but the reality is that it's not bad. In most situations, you can find a plan that covers all your doctors and hospitals. And when an insurance company doesn't have to provide you for out-of-network coverage like a PPO plan, your co-pays are generally less on the HMO plan. Your specialist visits, your overnight stay, your outpatient surgery, all the co-pays are generally less than that of a PPO plan for in-network due to an HMO plan not having to provide out-of-network coverage. And most of the network is so vast, you typically will not experience an out-of-network issue at all. There's so many options nowadays, so many different insurance companies offering different plans. You can typically find a plan that covers all of your doctors. And the reality is you typically already have an established relationship that you've cultivated with a physician in the hospital and facility that you go to that you trust and have experience with. Medicare Advantage plan typically do not have a premium. There are some plans that does have a premium. You can choose to pay a premium for typically a little bit more dental coverage or then lowering some of your co-pays. But generally speaking, aside from your Medicare premium of $174.70, and that premium can change on a yearly basis, and by the way, you typically do not have any additional premium. And the trade-off is that, sure, you don't have a premium for your insurance, but you have a copay and a cost that you share with the insurance company. And the deciding factor on which type of plan that you might want to choose to go with is all dependent on the state and the zip code that you reside in. Because in some states, your Medicare Supplement annual premium costs more than your Medicare Advantage plan max out of pocket. And for that reason, some states, it might be a smarter decision for you to go with a Medicare Advantage plan because your max out of pocket is only $900 versus your annual Medicare Supplement premium, could be $1,500 or more per year. And as you age, those premium go up as well. But in the states where the max out of pocket is generally higher than your annual premium for the Medicare Supplement plan, then it might be better for you to go with a Medicare Supplement plan. One last thing as well, this is a very important factor, is that when it comes to your Medicare Supplement plan, the best time to get on is when you are getting on Medicare for the very first time. This is your open enrollment period. This is essentially your guarantee issue period where regardless of your pre-existing condition and your health, the insurance company is required to accept you at a preferred rating, at a preferred health. Outside of your new to Medicare window, the insurance company can choose to deny you or underwrite you for a higher premium based on your pre-existing health condition. Whereas with a Medicare Advantage plan, you don't have a health question. You can get on it anytime. So if you want that 100% coverage through a Medicare Supplement plan, you want to do that typically when you age into Medicare for the very first time. Outside of that window, you can be denied or written for a higher premium. But with the Medicare Advantage plan, you can get on regardless of pre-existing. So if you want to choose to, let's say you started with a Medicare Supplement plan and you choose to, if you change your mind and you want to go to a Medicare Advantage plan, you can do that later because there's no health question. But if you started with a Medicare Advantage plan and later want to go with a Medicare Supplement plan, it may be hard for you to do so or impossible to do so. So yeah, if you need help with making an informed decision on which plan is suited for you, give our office a call. I would love the opportunity to be of service and to be able to help you with your Medicare. Thank you so much.